Welcome to Bethlehem Institute of Engineering. Bethlehem Institute of Engineering is affiliated to Anna University, Chennai and approved by AICTE, New Delhi. This institution was established in the year 2008.
Good morning. So today the topic is antenna arrays. So array in the sense we have two, that is two or more elements are known as array. So two or more elements. So similarly here it is antenna arrays in order to improve the gain and directivity. What is the advantage of antenna arrays means to improve gain and directivity. To increase the gain and directivity, antenna arrays are introduced. So antenna arrays, two are, if we are having a dipole antenna in the sense, the two dipoles or gets two or more dipoles are connected. So here it is, we can see the dish antenna. So number of dish antennas are connected together. So when we are combining the gain of an antenna, the amplitudes gets multiplied and the phase components gets added. So that is the resultant the gain of array for individual antenna having a gain. So here antenna 1 having an array having a gain, this antenna 2 having a gain, the antenna 3 having a gain. Totally the antenna arrays, the gain is multiplication of all the magnitudes and the summation of all the phase components. That is antenna arrays. So here it is two element array. So only we are having this array will be constructed by using only two elements. Next it is n element linear array, uniform amplitude and spacing. N elements are connected linear. So it is uniform amplitude and spacing. Each array, the n elements, each element, the distance between antenna 1 and antenna 2 is d, or it is 10 meters means distance between antenna 2 and antenna 3 is 10 meters. Same distance, equal spacing, uniform spacing. That is uniform amplitude and uniform spacing. So each element, each antenna should be excited by same amplitude the current element. Okay, this is n element linear array, uniform amplitude and spacing. That is broadside array. There are two types. One is broadside array, another one is n fire array. Broadside array means equal amplitude and phase. N fire array means equal amplitude and opposite phase. The phase components, the first two elements, the phase components are opposite phase. 180-degree phase shift is there. Okay, so next it is n element linear array directivity, n element linear array uniform spacing, non uniform amplitude, then it is planar array. So antenna array is an assembly of antenna elements arranged in an orderly fashion. The elements are usually identical, the same, that is antenna array. For one dipole antenna, one horn antenna, like that we cannot frame. So if it is antenna array is constructed by using dipole antennas means all the n elements are dipole antennas. If it is constructed by using horn antenna means all the elements are horn antennas, like that. So hence it is array is an assembly of antenna elements arranged in an orderly fashion. The elements are usually identical. Okay, so why array? Why? What's the need of array? When high gain and or narrow beam are required. So it is what already I told, the advantage of antenna array is in order to improve the gain and directivity. So here it is single element, wide beam, low directivity, increasing size, difficult to build and expensive. Useful especially when the element gain is low. So for example, we have to that is we are flaming a candle. The light will be a small, am I right? The brightness will be very less. If we are having two or three candles are together, in the sense automatically the brightness will be more. So same concept here it is. When we are constructing by an antenna, in the sense the gain will be less. Constructing by using more number of antennas, in the sense automatically the gain will be high. Okay. So next it is antenna array. Advantages: higher directivity, narrower beam. What is directivity? 5 max divided by average power. Okay, average power radiation intensity, the ratio of maximum radiation intensity to the average radiation intensity, that is known as directivity. When we are when we are using antenna arrays, the directivity will be high. Next it is narrower beam, lower side lobes, electronic steerable beam, fixed direction, steerable, mechanical or electronic phased. That is steerable in the sense we can adjust the direction. That is, now if it is broadside array, in the sense the radiation, the maximum radiation occurs at 90 degree. If it is end fire array, in the sense the maximum radiation occurs at 180 degree, 0 or 180 degree. Okay, so 360 degree. So here it is steerable, we can change. Steerable, we can steering. What's the need of steering in a car? Tilting the tires. The tires can be shifted to we can change to the some other directions by using steer. So it is steerable. That is mechanical or electronic phased arrays, we can adjust the direction whenever we want. We want the maximum radiation in the we need at 60 degree, in the sense by adjustments can be made by using antenna arrays. So next it is, in an array of identical elements, there are in general five controls that can be used to shape the overall pattern of the antenna. Geometrical configuration, that is linear, circular, etc. Then it is relative displacement between elements, excitation amplitude of individual elements, excitation phase of individual elements, relative pattern of individual elements, geometrical configuration, that is how it is located, the arrays in the shape of in a linear manner. In a line, for it is in a line, it is arranged in the sense linear manner. And also the spacing between the antennas also should be the same spacing, and it is every antenna should be excited by same amplitude. That is geometrical configuration, linear array. Then it is circular. If it is made in the form of circle, automatically when we are merging the circular form, it is the antennas are arranged in the sense more interference will be there. Anyway, the signal coming from antenna 1 and antenna 6, or it may be collide together, so the interference will be more. So most the advantageous geometrical configuration is linear configuration. Then it is relative displacement between elements. That is between the two elements will be located with this equal amplitude and equal phase, or it may be with the excitation amplitude of individual elements, excitation phase the same amplitude. All the elements are having same amplitude and same phase, means that is broadside array. All the antennas having equal amplitude and opposite phase, means that is end fire array. So it is airborne warning and control system. So it is airborne warning and control system. This is a structure. This is very large antennas. The two element array. Consider the two elements. The two elements, horizontal infinitesimal dipoles. Assume no coupling between elements. The two elements are connected. So when we are finding the field components, that is gain or directivity, when we are going to find the values of gain or directivity, in the sense at a far away, the distance from this antenna, this is antenna 1, this is antenna 2, the two elements, we are considering the two elements. The center point is here, it is 0. So next it is, we are measuring the field components at a point P from the far field observation. So it is, the point P is located far away from the antenna 1 and antenna 2. So two element array, here it is, the electric field value. This thing already we know, that is in the short dipole we have derived the phase components as well as magnetic components. So when we are constructing two dipoles are together, we have to add the phase components, already I told. So this is the summation of the total resultant field, is the summation of individual components. Hence it is E is equal to E1 plus E2. Next, two element array using the far field approximation, R1 equal to R2 is equal to R. Then R1 is equal to R minus D by 2 cos theta. R2 is equal to R plus D by 2 cos theta. The total field is equal to element factor into array factor. So array factor, the how many components are present, combining the components. So here it is, the elements array factor, then it is relative power. So n element linear array, uniform amplitude and spacing, n elements, 1 up to n, or from, we are considering from 0 in the means 0 to n minus 1. Okay, so 1, here it is. So in this array factor, consider it is, the value is from 0 to n minus 1. Psi is equal to kd cos theta plus beta. Kd cos theta plus beta. So 1 plus e power j psi plus e power j2 psi plus e power 3j psi up to, here it is, the first component we have in this diagram, it is shown, it is 1 2 3 up to n. So here our equations, we can take it as from 0, the first element, antenna element, is denoted as 0. The last one is n minus 1, 0 to n minus 1. Hence it is e power 0. What is the value of e power 0? E power 0 is 1. So 1 plus e power j kd cos theta plus beta, e power j 2 kd cos theta plus beta up to n minus 1. The psi value is kd cos theta plus beta. So here it is, array factor, this is array factor e power j n psi. So here we are considering from 1 to n, not from 0 to n minus 1. We are considering from 1 to n. Hence it is, a array factor is equal to e power j n psi minus 1. E power j n psi minus 1 divided by e power j psi minus 1. So we are dividing this terms, that is n by 2. N is the summation of n by 2. So it is n by 2 plus n by 2. Here it is e power j n psi by 2, n n plus n by 2 plus n by 2. Here it is e power j, e power minus j n by 2 psi into e power positive j n by 2 psi. So automatically e power minus plus e power 0, it becomes 1. So we have to take a common terms outside. So for that only we are doing this kind of simplification. So e power j n psi. So it is 1 equal to n, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. So the same concept here we are using. So here it is, 1 means e power 0. We need e power 0 value. So e power 0 means e power minus some value, e power plus some value, in the sense e power, when we are adding those together, e power 0 it will come. So that is the same concept. So e power n by 2 psi, we are taking it as outside. So the same in the denominator. So here it is e power j psi by 2 plus e power j psi by 2 minus e power j psi by 2 into e power minus j psi by 2. So the common e power j psi by 2, we are taking it at outside. So we are combining that together. It is e power j n minus 1 by 2 psi. Okay. So we know e power j theta minus e power j theta is equal to 2j sine theta. So same formula here it is applied. E power j theta minus e power minus j theta is equal to 2j sine theta. So 2j sine theta divided by e power j psi by 2 minus e power minus j psi by 2, that becomes 2j sine psi by 2. So 2j, both the numerator as well as denominator having 2j. So hence 2j getting cancelled. E power j n minus 1 by 2. This is the array factor. If the reference point is the physical center of the array factor is equal to sine n by 2 psi divided by sine psi by 2. So n element linear array, uniform amplitude and spacing. So here it is n elements, all the elements are equal amplitude and spacing. The same amplitude and இல்லை மேம் இது ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஆமாம், கொடுக்கணுமான்னு தெரியாது, அவங்க டேட் ஒன்றும் சொல்லலை. அப்போ ஒன்று கூட எடுத்து வைக்கலாம். நம்ம ஏற்கனவே 2 தானே நம்ம கொடுத்துருக்கோம். இப்போ வரணுமா? இப்போ so it is n element linear array, uniform amplitude and spacing. So the array factor sin n by 2 psi divided by n sin psi by 2. Here it is the null value. We have to find where it is maxima, what is the magnitude of maxima, null, where the null is located, then the array factor, etc. we have to find. Parameters. These are the parameters we are considering. So it is normalized array factor. It is sine n by 2 psi divided by n sine psi by 2. So this is the array factor we found already. So it is n by 2. The psi is equal, theta is equal to 0. So we have to find the maxima, magnitude of maxima, and where the maxima is located, that is the theta value, then nulls, then magnitude of etc. we can find. Okay. So this is n element linear array, uniform amplitude and spacing. So here it is secondary maxima, then n element linear array, uniform amplitude and spacing. So here it is first side lobe, where it is located, the side lobe is located. So by using the substitution we can find the values. So when we are substituting the n value, n number of elements are present. So n number, what is n we are substituting here in the sense, we can automatically find the value of theta. D is the spacing between elements. Okay. So this is array factor sin n by 2 psi divided by n psi by 2. This is the array factor in dB. Example, this is the 3 element array of isotropic sources, 3 elements. As the phase and amplitude relationships are shown. So here it is, the relationships of current and phase are shown. Find the array factor. So array factor, this is broadside array. We know the formula. So broadside array factor is psi is equal to sine. This is the formula for array factor. So by use, this is array factor. So we have to substitute the values n equal to 3. In our problem, they told it is n is equal to 3. Psi is equal to beta d cos theta plus alpha. Beta is equal to 2 pi by lambda. So these are the values we know, and lambda, if the frequency is given in the sense, we can find the value of lambda. Lambda is equal to c by f. C is the velocity of light and the f is the frequency. So velocity of light means 3 into 10 power 8. So this, by using this, we can find the values. So it is the nulls, maxima, half power points, minor lobe, maxima. Then first null beam width, half power beam width, first side lobe beam width. So ordinary N-FAR array. So here it is, by using, already I told in the initially I told N-FAR array means equal amplitude and opposite phase. The two elements are located, here it is, equal amplitude and opposite phase. So it is phased array and scanning array. Then Hansen-Woodyard N-FAR array. It is the type of N-FAR array. Here it is, in order to get more gain, this Hansen-Woodyard array is introduced. Broadside array, the array factor. Broadside array, already I told, broadside array means the two elements, the elements equal amplitude and same phase. Okay, there is no phase difference. So here it is the directivity of broadside array 2n d by lambda. So when we are finding the directivity of N-FAR array, that is 4n. This is the directivity of N-FAR array 4n d by lambda. Here in the broadside array it is 2n d by lambda. Here in the N-FAR array it is 4n d by lambda, the directivity. So directivity is increased comparing with the broadside array. From this equation we can set. So 18 element uniform linear array with a spacing of, so d value is lambda by 4, n value is 18. So by using the formulas shown above, we can substitute the values of n, then d value is lambda by 4, and we can find the answers. Okay. So find the array factor of the three elements. So here it is three elements, 1, 2, 3. These are the three elements. The three elements, the values are given. I1 is equal to 1, I2 is equal to minus j2, I3 is equal to minus 1, d is equal to lambda by 4. Then n element array, non-uniform amplitude and uniform spacing, uniform amplitude, high side lobe, two popular distributions. Next it is binomial, Chebyshev. So planar array means it is a linear array, one dimensional array can scan the beam only in one plane. In order to be able to scan the beam in any direction, two dimensional arrays are needed. Geometries can be planar, circle, cylindrical, spherical, and so on. So here it is array factor, then planar array. So main important is array is in order to improve the gain and directivity. Array is used to in order to improve the gain and directivity.